hate puppies.
I feel bad for the listeners.
Good podcast.
They're excited. I feel threatened. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend.
This one.
There is some controversy this week. We don't know if we've done this one before or not. I came to a very strong conclusion that we had not. And Dave came in and told me, you've already did that.
I was told not to bring that 2 years ago because it's already been done. But it's going to get a 4.
I don't know that. Mm-hmm. I don't know that. We're going to put it through the lens of the deli. And that's what I love about the deli is I have to be very, very particular in that moment. We'll see how it goes. Hope everybody out there is having a good time as the beginning of pollen season is upon us. Pretty excited about that. I'm psyched to be taking shitty drugs again. Dave, is it just you and I here?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, Brendan.
See? That was my way of doing the thing we're supposed to be doing. Is there a name for that? Introducing?
Probably.
Sure, there's a word
Small
in the
talk.
English language for that. Acknowledging the other human in the room.
The pre-credits.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Super exciting. So I had a weird week, dude.
When have you not had a weird week?
This one was weirder than normal. This one was very odd for me. I feel like you now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not happy about that. I'm not healthy.
I thought you were going to make a sarcastic, semi-fat, semi-stupid joke.
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet, but that's coming.
All right.
That's coming. I will be fat soon. Very excited about that. Dude, this past week, I was, so for like 2 weeks, okay, you know I'm a guy, right? So I don't like to talk about my health with people.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But guys.
You have female tendencies.
Sure, but one of them is not to run to the doctor, and one of them is not to talk about my ailments much. That is a traditional guy trait.
I don't know about that.
Guys die all the time, and they're like, weren't there signs? And like, there were signs all along.
That's mental health. But I think physical health, it's like, I'm dying.
I don't think
so.
Do
I get a free beer here if I'm dying?
No, we complain if we have a cold.
Right.
And we say, come save me. You know, but then they go, the women will say, go to the doctor. And you go, I'm not going to the fucking doctor.
Well, I think that's different than talking about your mortality.
Yeah, we don't like to go to the doctor, period.
Okay, that's different.
Okay, well, that's what I'm talking about. We don't like to go to the doctor.
But that is way different, right? There's like, I don't feel so great. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to go to the doctor. Then there's, I have a diagnosis. And you made it sound like we won't talk about diagnoses, which I disagree with.
No. I don't disagree there. I'm just saying this has been one of those things. All right, let's go back 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks ago, I started getting like mad lightheaded for no reason and feeling just odd. Not lightheaded so much as just floaty and weird and hadn't been feeling right and didn't say anything to the wife. I was like, so I don't feel good. Something's amiss. And then a week ago, I started being like, man, I really feel like floaty and weird. And my chest is achy as fuck.
And then you went to Stu's birthday party celebration at Penny Lane.
I did. I partied my balls off. No, I actually partied right through all of this.
Right.
But I did end up, I remember there was one time I've had both my lungs collapse over the years.
What? At the same time?
No, that'll kill you.
Okay.
No, I had my right lung collapse and go down when I was like a sophomore in high school, like down to the size of a golf ball. And they had to put like a chest tube in and all this shit. I was in the hospital for like a week getting it to come back up.
Did that just happen or was that a trauma?
I had a spontaneous pneumothorax. So essentially what happened is I had such a badass growth spurt that my lungs couldn't keep up with the enlarging and elongating chest cavity. So instead of making good lung tissue, my body was like, hey, I know it'd be a good stopgap. Let's do like blisters to just fill the gap so it can grow instead of making quality lung tissue.
Jesus.
So the problem is
I feel bad for your penis.
those what?
I'm sure it couldn't keep up.
Oh, it kept up. Dude, I was like 15 to like 17 when this was all happening. Yeah, man. Penis kept up. Awesome. But
I have a penis of a 5'2" person.
which it was already ridiculously large for a 5'2". So when I netted out at 6 foot, my penis was like still too big. I was like, thanks, penis. But yeah, so you get blisters, and then those blisters can pop. And when they pop, then every time you inhale, the air goes out the blister into the chest cavity, but you can't exhale it because your lung isn't compressing to exhale.
Jesus.
So it just slowly fills up your chest cavity, which slowly compresses your lung. And that's how a lung collapses.
Oh, I learned something.
Yeah. So I was holding my breath while bench pressing in the basement and created too much negative pressure, blew out.
Wait, is this the new one or is this the first one?
This was the first one
Okay.
a long time ago.
All right.
Blew that shit out. And for like 4 days was like, man, my chest hurts. Having a real hard time like talking. And I'm like,
I'm going to have mad growth off these pecs.
and I was like smoking cigarettes and crying. I was like, these hurt so bad. I was like, why does this hurt so bad? Every time I inhaled, the smoke would go in my lung, and then some of it would leak out into my
Jesus.
chest cavity and infiltrate all the other parts of my body, which was super cool. But that hurt like a bitch. You should definitely, if you ever get the chance, pop a lung and smoke cigarettes into your chest cavity. It's a painful experience. But so went through all that, and then like a year later, I was standing in the store in the mall with my brother, and I was like, I just felt it. I felt the other one go, and I knew the feeling because I'd been through it before.
What were you doing? What were you holding your breath doing in the mall?
I was looking at a shirt. I was just holding it and looking at
You
it.
trying on a small?
No, I was just looking
You're
at
like,
it.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
Fuck.
A super tight shirt.
Right.
It looked good though. And I felt it go, and it was like, bam. And I was like, oh shit, I know that feeling. Like that's a lung popping. And I was like, but damn, dude, that party tonight, like there was this party and it was the shit. Like,
And you had the other lung.
I had the other lung.
Yeah.
And I knew you have like 4 days before it's dire.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to that party.
Yes.
And I went to that party. And then the next day told my mom, I was like, I think I popped my lung. We went to the hospital. Sure enough, I
Jesus.
had popped my other lung.
Were you like wheezing and making noises? Or
Yeah, you cough like a walrus. That's a weird sound.
That's okay.
Bring in the funny, Dave.
Yeah. This
All
is
right.
it's a dark episode. We need Troy and Stu.
Ugh.
I don't even feel good making fun of you because I just do it to make Troy and Stu laugh.
All right, well, no, here's this week's problem. So like I said, I went a week, I felt weird. And then this past week, I was like, man, like chest kind of hurts, feeling lightheaded, feeling weird, like floaty, like something's not right. Then I started noticing like off beats in my heart. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker, like something's going on.
What's that like?
It's almost like your heart can't catch its breath. I don't know how else to describe it. It like you feel it go thump, but it makes your whole body feel weird when it goes thump because it's not pumping right. And you don't even notice it because your heart's just pumping all day. You know, everything's fine. And
Yeah.
then when it decides to contract out of rhythm and not pump anything, you're like, ugh. It's like you're gasping for air. It's the weirdest feeling. And I felt that a couple times, and I was like, I think I should say something to my wife, just in case, you know, like I'm found dead on the shitter.
Or unconscious.
Any number of things.
If you're found dead on the shitter, an autopsy you don't have to tell her anything. But if you're unconscious, she's like, is he passed out?
Has he been drinking in the middle of the day?
Well, obviously.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, something's up. I was like, honey, it's just not feeling good. And then it like persisted for a couple more days. And I was like, I know that my blood pressure can like be a little out of whack. So I was like, I think my blood pressure is pretty spiked. So we went and got like a cuff. Because, you know, they took all the cuffs out of the CVS and the Walgreens and all that shit.
I never thought about it, but yeah, that was big in the 90s.
Hell yeah. You know what killed it? It's a COVID thing. Yeah, as soon as COVID happened, they removed all of those because they didn't want people sticking their arms up in there. They didn't know what was causing it.
Right.
Turns out it was blood pressure cuffs.
Yet they couldn't put them back in.
No, they never put them back in. They were just like, fuck it.
They're also selling the hell out of those mobile ones for $49.99. I bet that's why.
Well, yeah, I think once they got rid of them, they noticed they were turning a profit on all the ones they've been selling.
Why the hell are we going to have this $3,000 machine that we have to repair that we get no benefit out of?
Absolutely. McDonald's should just start selling make ice cream at home kits. Instead of, because they're constantly replacing those machines. Those things are always busted. They should just be like, yeah, it's down again, but we got one for sale for $1,500 and you can have ice cream at home.
I'm going to follow your tangent here. I heard that when McDonald's have their ice cream machine down, it's that the previous shift just didn't clean it. And they're like, fuck it. It's going to take too long. We can't serve anything out of it because of health code. So we'll just say it's down.
Yeah, why not?
So, a well-run McDonald's versus a poor one. If they don't have ice cream, you might want to go somewhere else.
You think that's just like the canary in the coal mine?
Yeah.
For like, this is a shitty McDonald's?
It's a red flag.
Not the C on the piece of paper stuck in the window?
Right.
The C for canary?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but so I went up there and I bought one of those little like machines.
Did?
Yeah.
$49.99?
I literally did.
Yeah.
And it was one that I could just like put on my wrist and like check it.
Yeah.
And so like I'm sitting outside of brunch with my wife and I was like, no, I got to know this. Like I got to know what's up. And it was like high 150s over 105, which is like stage 2 hypertension. And it's just not great.
Not bad.
And so it's not good.
Yeah.
It's stage 2 hypertension.
Okay.
And when it gets to that, there's only one stage above that, and that's get your ass to the hospital. So I'm like, ugh. She's like, well, do you want to go to the hospital? And I was like, no, I do not. I'd like to go to brunch.
I'd like to talk about my feelings.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to talk about this at all. We now know that I'm not doing well. She was like, well, you have to promise to go to the doctor tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, I'm on it. So I went to the doctor the next day, and sure enough, that dude, they took my blood pressure, and then they didn't even tell me the score.
They just ran away.
They were like, oh.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I go, is it bad? She goes, it's not good. I'll be back. And then the doctor came in, and he's like, hey, blood pressure's kind of high, huh? I was like, yeah. And he goes, good news is you're not going to die. I was like, I like your bedside manner. I'll give him that.
Bad news is we have to amputate a nut.
Well, he was like, but he's like, we've been dancing around this too long, and it's at the point where we need to do something about
Dancing around what?
Because my blood pressure's been like, remember I told you like I went on low dose Cialis years ago because it actually it has maintained my blood pressure
right
at a pre-hypertensive to hypertension 1 level, and it has kept me there for a long time.
Like 135 over 90.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. It had me down around that, but that to me is good.
But don't they have legit high blood pressure medicine that'll take that right down to normal?
They do, but
you're like, but it doesn't add to the boner.
But that's the thing. If you can get dope boners and lower your blood pressure, why would you not take that pill?
You can get dope boners and kind of lower your blood pressure to just hypertension level. That's what I'm going with.
It's what I opted
You
for.
could do both.
Well, that's
you could actually get it in line and also take some boner pills.
Which could cause some problems.
Not if you just take them when needed, every holiday.
No, I take them constantly. It's constantly.
That's right. You're a gym bro. I forgot.
Yeah, I like to just like it keeps veins in your arms. It keeps you looking veiny. Like that's like probably like the number 2 or 3 reason people take Cialis is for vascular arms.
Really?
Every fucking hardcore weightlifter.
Look at these veins. That's all natural.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But if
for not being a buff guy with a little chub on.
There's one right there. It just feels like heart can't breathe. That's such a weird.
Why don't you take a seat? I don't like you standing.
Trying to work through some shit. So the doc was like, yeah, I think we finally have to pull the trigger. We got to put you on some shit.
That's the wrong word.
Yeah, I'm going to put you down.
Yeah, right.
Because right now it's
We're just going to go
awkward.
ahead and roll out the casket. Let's get started.
Yeah, you're over here. Your blood pressure's all through the roof. You're all veiny and turgid penis.
Oh yeah, did you
put you down.
take your shirt off? You're like, well, might as well take advantage of this situation.
Hey, nurse, come back in here.
Rate me.
This is extremely hard. Maybe that's why my blood pressure's up. Keeping all this blood in my penis.
I wasn't even going there.
Yeah, well,
I was
finished.
going with your flexing vascular pose.
Well,
Yeah.
kind of. Always showing some veins. But so yeah, he was like, yeah, we're gonna have to put you on something, and there's so many side effects to blood pressure drugs. I was not fired up. And he was like, I want to put you on a beta blocker. And he's
Okay.
like, but it's an isolated beta blocker. And I was like, beta blockers, isn't that what people take like when they're scared to give like a public speech or something? And he's like, yeah,
Wow.
it certainly works for that. Like people will take a beta blocker, their heart rate goes down, the adrenaline doesn't kick in, feel good. It's like basically your fight or flight just as like,
I was not aware of that.
that's what a beta blocker does. But he was like, nah, they got some good ones now that like just focus on the heart. I'm like, okay, tell
I think
me
a beta
more.
blocker would be when the girl you're hitting on has a male gay best friend that gets in your way. The cock
beta
blocker.
blocker. Yeah.
And you need a beta blocker.
And he's just like, I'm going to get rid of this beta for you.
Yeah.
And
It's
he-
actually like another gay guy that you bring to
Yeah, be like,
distract.
boom, beta blocker. That's right. That's a good
Should
call.
patent that.
Yeah. You bring your gay friend so that when her gay friend starts to mess with you, you go, have you met my gay friend? And then they start talking.
Have
and
you
then,
met
boom.
Sven?
Next thing you know, you're pounding.
That's right. Genius.
This is not a bad plan. Not
I think
a
I
good plan.
solved the first world problem.
Discussing cock block chicks. Actually, actually a gay friend with you, even the aggressive like girl that she's with who
Would
wants
love
to cock
to
block you
have a
would
new
love the
gay best
guy.
friend and-
got a bestie.
Yes. You know what? Troy just walked in. Troy, we just came up with a great idea. All single dudes on the
I
prowl
highly doubt that.
at bars should bring a gay man with them.
To guarantee a BJ?
Well,
No.
unintended side effects.
No, to disarm the cock block chick or the cock block gay best friend, who's cock blocking you.
Got you.
Your gay friend can then charm the either wildebeest that she keeps
Yeah.
around or the gay friend who's like, back off, we're having fun.
Yeah.
Like now you got someone to distract him. It's actually brilliant.
It is. Thank you.
I've heard worse ideas out of this room.
For sure. For sure. But so not going down that road.
Okay.
So they put me on a beta blocker that is specific to my heart. So
You're a beta?
this is you missed it, Troy. You can't make any jokes for the next couple of minutes because Dave's already done them.
It's true.
Yeah. So this thing apparently it slows down my heart rate. And it got down to my heart rate at one point. I tested it and it was like beating like 50 beats a minute.
That's
Which is-
that's higher than elite athletes.
Yeah, but I'm not an elite athlete. I'm
No, I mean,
a
it's-
world-class athlete.
If you had said like 30s, I'd be like, ooh, that's worrisome.
Yeah.
Well, considering I was in the 80s, it is 30 beats down a minute. And that gives me pause. But apparently this is supposed to bring the blood pressure in check. So we shall see. But I took that first beta blocker. And I mean, within 10 minutes, I was like, whoa. Like really loosey-goosey.
What day of the week was that?
Monday. I was like floaty as shit, worse than I was before, like a totally different kind of floaty. I could feel everything slow down. And I was like, I am so tired because my heart's beating 30 less beats a minute.
Is this a good thing?
My blood pressure's fucked. So they got me on pills.
Thought you were already on the blood pressure stuff.
Well, that was the low dose Cialis. That was my workaround. Now they got me. And I even said to him, I said, all right, so does this mean I can come off the low dose Cialis?
You did not ask that.
I did.
You're
Yeah, why would you
could I
ask that?
Could I get a double dose of the?
Yeah.
Can I get regular Cialis?
Doc, it's not working. I need more Cialis.
Right.
Yeah. Can you snort this?
Yeah.
No, he actually was like, no, stay on that. And we're going to give you this. And I was like, all right, well, how much? And he's like, 10 milligrams. And I was like, okay. I was like, what's the amount coming? He goes, you're a big guy. We'll give you 10. I was like, all right. I come to find out that it comes in 2.5, 5, 10, and 20. And he just like started me up. And in those first few days, I was like dragging ass. Like, and my heart rate was slow. My blood pressure was still strong. But my heart was just beating really slowly.
Can't he just cut you open and let some blood out? Doesn't that relieve the pressure?
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
Or aerate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just plug some holes throughout me.
That's how they used to do it, right?
Apparently it takes some time. But then I started reading that like beta blockers and alcohol are like not good together.
I've read alcohol isn't good with anything. As far
That's
as health
pretty much true.
As far as health goes.
Well, I knew I'd be
This
drinking.
is the guy that's like, you should drink after you work out.
Yeah.
Just one. Just one. It's different.
All the times, all the drinkers have just one drink.
Right.
And then I saw that my brilliant ass doctor, this dude gave me a 30-day supply of 10 milligram pills and has me coming in for a follow-up 37 days later.
Nice.
I was like, I don't think this guy is doing the math.
It's almost like he wants you to keep coming in there to keep making more money. That's kind of weird.
It's possible. It's possible. But yeah, I thought that was odd. He didn't give me enough supply to actually get to my next appointment, and everything I'm reading is coming off of beta blockers is like horrible for your body. You don't want to come off of them. I guess if you have severe heart problems and then you come off of it and your heart goes, doesn't know what to do, and then goes up to like 100 some beats, like you could have problems.
Have you adjusted to any of this?
I made an adjustment today and went down to 5 milligrams.
Oh, okay.
Is that cutting the pill in half?
Yes. But he said at one point, he goes, look, if you don't like it, he's like, cut it in half and go to 5.
Oh, all right.
So I was like, okay, you left that door open.
Sounds like an exact science. Hey, you guy, once you get home, you decide whatever you want to do.
No, it's horrible. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
They want everybody on all these pills all the time, dude. It's
But I don't want to
crazy.
get hooked on like a higher dose and then like get used to that. I was like, how about we start slow?
Right.
You know? Like,
How high
let's-
was your blood pressure?
It was in the 150s over 105 when I checked it.
At home?
What was it at
Yeah.
the doctor's
Do
office?
you have a legit way of doing it?
I mean, I bought a cuff.
Cuff?
thing. Yeah.
How did you check it more than once?
Yeah, I checked it a couple of times. It was always the one that was bothering me was the lower number was like over 100, and it should never be over what 90.
I'm not a doctor, but I don't. You're putting a lot of faith in that, $30
Sure.
piece of equipment you bought that
Well,
may
all
or
I
may
needed
not
to
have
know-
been calibrated.
All I needed to know was when I was at the doctor, they took my blood pressure, and the nurse was like, "Okay," and left.
Did they take it more than once?
No, but they've been taking my blood pressure for
But your blood,
years.
when you go to the doctor and
goes
you're
up
worried
naturally.
about blood pressure,
I
guess what
agree.
happens? Your blood pressure spikes.
So it sounds like you're okay with me lowering my dosage.
In fact, if you cross your legs, it
Yeah.
spikes.
Oh,
If you're seated, it's different than when you're lying down.
I've been playing with this thing, and I've learned all kinds of tricks.
Yeah.
I can elevate my blood pressure just in how I hold my hand, dramatically.
They tell me they take my blood pressure at the dentist, and I'll be lay back in the chair, and they're like, or sitting up in the chair, and they're like, uncross your ankles because it'll mess with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just know they seem to give out a lot of blood pressure medicine to a lot of people, and they
Man, I
want you
don't
to
want
take
it.
it for 50 years.
Yeah, and he's like, you don't have to be on it forever. We'll see if we can get you off. And I'm like, I'm down 30 pounds. I've been doing all the things you want me to do to get off, to not ever have to take it.
Yeah.
And now here we are, and he just throws me a beta blocker.
I feel like I have to challenge Troy for the good of the listeners.
Okay, please do.
I think for 99% of humanity, of humankind, our life expectancy was like 32 years old. And now any year we get beyond whatever that number is, it's probably because of some pills that we're on.
No,
I don't
think
mean
of
every single person. I just mean
the
in general.
dirty reality of life expectancy.
What's the challenge?
Well, you were saying they just want you to be on this for 50 years. I'm like, well, maybe we need to be, maybe a large percentage of us need to be on some sort of thing to live an extra 50 years.
Maybe.
What nature
but I also
intended.
think our life expectancy has like gone up because of figuring things out, like washing your hands and antibiotics,
No.
like those pills, like not.
Well, yes, that
Like-
plays into it. But you know why our life expectancy has gone up dramatically? Because babies stopped dying
Yeah.
as often as they did.
Yeah.
When you would have 20 kids and then you'd have 3 adult kids and that was the norm,
Yeah.
then
Spikes the
that
numbers.
really fucks your life expectancy because you have all these kids who are born and die.
Yeah. I mean, I know we've talked about it, but like when my kids were born, it made me like wonder how was anyone born before in 1970?
When my first kid was born, had that not been in a modern hospital, I would have lost my wife and my kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. Like that was a really stressful thing to realize. Like anytime there's an emergency C-section,
Yep.
that's a pretty good precursor to, yeah, you would have lost them.
Yeah. Oh. Crazy.
You having another heart attack here?
No, it's just that weird beat, dude. It's weird. And then
Oh, you
this
get a weird beat
motherfucker-
going on?
Yeah. And then this dude comes in and I'm thinking, okay, let's get some EKGs going. Maybe let's run a stress test on this motherfucker, you know? This dude comes in, puts a stethoscope on me and goes, it sounds good. Blood pressure's definitely high. Let's put you on a beta blocker. I was like, fuck me.
Was this guy in a van?
Churn
No,
and
this
burn,
is our
dude.
old doctor.
He's the worst. That's
He's
the worst.
the worst. He
Well, he's
really-
gone. It's a different guy now, right?
Yeah, but I got his counterpart,
Oh, yeah.
the Duke grad,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Duke medical school doctor. Yeah,
I haven't been back there in a long time. I need to just go find another doctor.
I went and I asked him again for a colonoscopy. I was like, hey, man, like, you can't deny me now. I'm getting old. Like, let's
Yeah.
do this colonoscopy. And this motherfucker's like, oh, yeah, I guess you're of that age. And I was like, all right. So I was like, so what do we got to do? Like, why am I bringing it up?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Go to another doctor. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
So I'm working through, I'm going to try to make this guy earn his money.
No.
So I'm like, all right, dude, let's do this. Let's get this colonoscopy. What do I got to do? And he's like, all right, you just need to go to this kind of doctor. And I was like, all right, I need a recommendation. Like, give me the doc you
Yeah,
want me to
Right.
go to.
The referral.
And he goes, all right, I'm on it. And I was like, all right, well,
He's like, let me
Crickets.
pull up Google for
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a minute.
who's the guy?
He's like, fine, Brendan, I'll Google it for you. God, some of these patients are the worst. They want me to do everything.
Like, what the fuck is going on? So then he goes, I'll send it to the front desk. So when you check out,
It'll be waiting on you.
they'll give you the referral. I was like, all right, cool.
He literally did Google it.
And I get up there and I'm like, they go through all this stuff and they're like, well, have a good day. And I was like, no, I'm trying to get this colonoscopy going. So like, who do you
Yeah.
recommend? Who am I supposed to call? She goes, there's no mention of that in here.
Jesus.
I'm like, motherfucker, this guy did it again. This guy's not going to give up until I'm full of drugs and dead from colon cancer.
It's the same practice where I lost a bunch of weight. I was on all these blood pressure medicines. I was like, I want to get off.
What'd they
Yeah.
put you on?
I forget what it even was.
Was it a beta blocker or something else?
That doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
And it was low dose, and it wasn't a lot. And then I went back in. My blood pressure was fine. It was fine. I was checking. It was fine. I was like, all right, I'm good, right? They're like, nah, it's probably good because you're on the meds. So let's just keep it that way. Let's just keep you going on those meds.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
And I'm like, I specifically told the guy I didn't want that. That's not what I want.
The only reason I'm taking these meds is because I don't want to like. It gotten to the point where I was like, all right, this is kind of problematic. Like I was feeling
If you're feeling it, then yeah.
really bad, like just bad shit in my chest, and I could feel it, and I was dazed going through life. It was an odd moment in time. So I'm on them for now, but I just found out this particular beta blocker they gave me at the 5 to 10 milligram dosage has been shown to increase testosterone by as much as 85%.
Oh,
So
you're
now,
never going off of that.
now I'm like,
Yep.
oh boy, there's
You're
all
going to
these,
hold your breath the next time they take your
yeah.
your blood pressure.
There's
I think
all
I need
these-
more, doc.
Yeah.
There's all these studies that at 12 weeks your testosterone goes up. So I might be finding a loophole. So last time they gave me a blood pressure medicine, My dick got super hard. Now I'm going to have high testosterone. This could be the greatest path for trying to get your blood pressure down. I'll still die of something blood pressure related, I'm sure.
Skiing related.
Oh, but here's the other thing that sucks though, is since it has slowed down.
Miata related.
Since it has slowed down my heart rate, it has removed my vascularity that I had gained from the Cialis in my forearms. So now, and that in no way played into me lowering my dosage. I was doing it for the greater good. I didn't want to have too much. But what happened there? Like if it's gone, it's like barely there. So
First world problems.
I'm working through some stuff, yeah. But now I'm dialing it in because I want to make sure I get to my next appointment.
Yeah.
So you don't have any restrictions on activities or anything?
No, I was like, can I go to the gym? I was like, I skipped the gym this morning because I was worried about this. I didn't want to like, and he's like, nah, get back in there.
What's the worst that could happen? You could die. The end.
Well, the worst that can happen is a stroke. A massive heart attack that takes me out, that's fine. Like I don't have, that's really not my problem. I mean, it kind of is. But
Someone
like,
else's.
it's everyone who's left. You know what I mean? Like they got to deal with the fact that I'm gone, for better or worse.
You sound
Yeah.
like someone with good life insurance.
I do have great life.
Okay.
Yeah. No, my family, no, college all of a sudden gets paid for, the house is paid off. No, like everything comes up roses for everybody in that house if I die. If I have a stroke and I become a problem,
Yeah.
everybody in that house's quality of life goes down.
That tends to be how it works.
Yeah, it's a sad reality, but like go all the way out. Don't go to some middle area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get. You're either on the beach or past the breakers.
You should have a heroin pact with your wife.
What's the heroin pact?
If you get into a situation like that, I don't know, officer, she started doing heroin recently after her stroke.
She can't move her hands. Yeah,
She
seems to be
figured the fuck out.
good tie-in, but I want to hold it. I'm trying to hold on to that one. But yeah, we shall see how it goes. Hey, I don't want to ask you yet.
Oh.
No, because it's going to bring itself up naturally in 7
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
So we'll find
Where's
out.
Stu? I just noticed he wasn't here.
He always has life-changing events at about 6:15 p.m. on the nights that we
That's right.
record.
Yeah, he can't make it tonight. He's very busy.
Is this event he keeps throwing out? Is this a side hustle thing?
Oh, he's crawfish boil?
Yeah, he's asking for money and like he keeps bringing it up. Like he needs the numbers to get up there. Like
You think it's
I'm
one
sure
of
it's
those like,
expensive.
oh yeah, crawfish in Virginia?
Yeah.
That's expensive. Even though there's a place down the road and it says live crawfish on the side. And I'm like, what is that? Is there a market for this? That we have a place that actually brings in live crawfish and is like actively selling them
I guess
by the gross?
I guess so.
I didn't know this was a thing.
I mean, Stu has a lot of boils.
He does, but that's like it's 1 or 2 a year, which is way too many crawfish boils. I'll give you that.
There's a lot of people that do that kind of stuff.
I just didn't realize it was big enough that we have a place that sells crawfish.
Yeah.
Like live crawfish just down the road. And it's a big sign outside.
Made for
and
pets.
no one in the parking lot.
Is that right on the turnpike out like
Yeah.
towards Powhatan? Yeah.
No, the other direction.
East?
Towards the ghetto.
Oh, I don't know that place.
They got good crawfish. It's right next
Try
to a
not to
place.
go that way.
There's only a couple things that you need down that way. There is really cheap ammo.
Yeah.
So you can go down there, you can get ammo. And there is a titty bar.
And there's an ABC store where all the hard to find bourbons are never gone.
Never gone.
That is a nice treat when you find
Yes.
that, you know? It's those high-end ABC stores. They never have shit.
No, because
Yeah.
they get cleaned out in like 6 minutes after it's delivered.
You got to go where the people are scared to go.
Yeah.
That's where you get the good shit. And where those motherfuckers don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not going to spend $180 on a bottle of fucking bourbon.
Right.
I could get 30 bottles of bourbon.
Right.
You can always get the top shelf stuff too in the country
Correct.
because they don't want to spend the big money. They'll buy like
Those boys
they'll buy
will.
the Buffalo Trace bottles, but like they
Yeah.
ain't buying the $100 plus bottles.
I went to visit Elle in Blacksburg and just on a whim stopped by the ABC store. Actually, it wasn't a whim. It was
By design.
Joy was like, go get a bottle of Tito's. It was for her 21st birthday. She's like, go get a bottle of Tito's and maybe some little airplane bottles. And I went in there and just for the hell of it, I looked and they had just gotten a shipment of Colonel Taylor and Blanton's Gold. And
Nice.
Blanton's Gold is like seasonal and hard as fuck to get. And I got both of those at MSRP. I'm like, man, this is pretty nice.
Yeah. How much are they?
The retail on Taylor's only like $45 or something,
Yeah.
but the Blanton's Gold's like $150 or something. But if you wanted it right now, it's sold out for the
Yeah.
year. So you'd pay $400 and some for it.
Is it good? I've never had it.
I don't open it. I'm not opening it.
You are the worst.
I am.
That
It
is-
pains me to know that you opened all those great bottles or some of those great bottles.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to some of them. It's
I
not
know.
that I won't. There was actually.
But the fact that I know that you're like alone watching the 9 p.m. NFL game and you're like, well, let's open this really hard to find bottle and drink it by myself kills
what
me.
else are you gonna do with it? I don't know. There's this. So there was a guy in my house the other day who was doing like a pest inspection. The callback a few years ago. Really hot girl showed up at the house, door to door sales.
I remember that.
And she sold me a pretty legit pest service, which now my wife is battling with them. So they'll fire us soon.
Well, I
This
was
is-
gonna say she's gotten y'all fired from everyone you've been a part of thus far.
it's the best. And I'm
That
I
is
am-
the best.
I am banking on the fact that she will get us fired at some point. So far, the problem has been that the receptionist lady,
The wife.
the receptionist lady at the place totally agrees with everything my wife complains about. And she's like,
Oh wow.
she's like, that is bullshit. You know what? I'm getting Todd. He's going to fix it. I'm not having this. And so it's like there's some country woman who runs the reception and she's not standing for this shit. And everything my wife complains about, she's like, absolutely. But we might have gotten lucky because this guy came out and did a full inspection and we had like thousands of dollars worth of work done. And he came in and dinged us for some of the things that they had repaired.
Wait, what?
Under the house, we had a bunch of like mice.
Pest guy's
pissing.
now a structural engineer.
They were pissing on the rafters. The rafters were getting some kind of white mold looking stuff. So they had to come in and treat everything. And then they replaced all the insulation.
Wait, is this the same company that had the hot chick that?
Yes.
Oh my God, I think you got scammed.
So this guy came out and was like, insulation definitely needs to be replaced. She's like, but y'all did that last year.
Oh shit.
And he's like, yeah, well, it's showing signs again. And this vapor barrier needs to go.
That's
And-
brand new shit.
And she's like, no, because your guys came out and did it. And he's like backpedaling.
Holy
now.
shit, these guys replaced wood and encapsulated your crawl space?
Well, they didn't replace the wood. They sprayed the wood.
How many thousands of dollars?
It was
It
expensive.
was expensive.
Oh my God, you got scammed.
Apparently not. It's just apparently going bad again.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
It was bad. So the guy called out some of the things that were replaced. And my wife's like, here's the fucking...
Yeah.
She had all the stuff. She's like, see, you wrote it all down. We paid. You fixed. Here's the receipt. And now you're telling me it needs to be done again? So you did a faulty job. It's been a year.
Yeah.
And so now this guy's like, no, I'm talking about this, this, and this. And she's like, yeah, here it is. It's done. Now the guy won't call back. She's going to bitch till we get fired. I'm going to
Yep.
be out of this contract.
Dude, I
It's
would
gonna-
sue.
Oh, well, that's because you're a lawyer. Okay, you know what? I'll let you talk to my wife. Let's get this going. That'll get us fired.
Yeah.
Oh, it will get you fired, but it might get you a partial refund from the money you didn't even need to spend.
You gotta love when the guys come out and try to sell you the shit they already sold you. That's like the people that come by and like tell me I need a new roof. I'm like, that roof's 5 years old. Like,
Oh, we had a lady knock on the front door and goes, I see your windows all need to be replaced. And she's like, these just got all replaced. She's like, oh, hey, the house looked old. I'm going to go. And just turned around and left.
Yeah,
hate
in
that
fairness, those people that like are in sales, they don't know what they're talking about.
They don't. It's their job to say
Yeah.
that. And then someone comes out to drop the hammer.
Yeah.
That's when Stu shows up and sells you all new windows and stuff.
Yeah.
But the guy was in my house and he walks by the bourbon collection and goes, oh, man.
Was this before or after he found this new damage?
Yeah.
Before.
Of course.
Oh, you know what? He sees the bourbon collection. He goes,
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense.
You know what's worse than that? Having a golf course in your backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get fucking quotes for tearing down my entire house because it sucks so bad and
Yeah.
rebuilding it.
I'm sure. But the guy looks at my bourbon collection. He's like, dude, this is impressive.
Noah.
And shout out to Noah. He's the man. And he's like, dude, this is amazing. He's like, look at these. He's like, you got some amazing stuff here. And I was like, he goes, yeah, I'm a bit of a collector. And I go, yeah, I'm not. I drink it.
Oh,
And
that's when you said that,
You
he was
pissed
like,
him off.
I'm going to fuck this dude over.
maybe that's it. Cause his tone, he was like, you drink it? And I was like, what is the point in having great bourbon if you don't drink it?
I'm on the fence when it comes to this because I find myself doing more of what Dave does, and I want to be more like Brendan. Like,
Well, here's the difference.
like I have a pair of shoes that I bought that I got a really good deal on, and they're $150 shoes. I got them for like $66. I think I've worn them 5 times in like 4 years. I'm like, I need to wear the damn shoes. Like, but I'm always like, oh, those are my nice shoes. I'm not gonna wear them because I don't want to mess them up.
The trick is buy 2 pair and then wear one and try your best to keep it clean. And then you always have that other pair.
No, the trick is have someone who spent a lot of time and effort and money to obtain that special thing, give them to you.
Yeah,
And then you're like, man, I'm thirsty. That bottle looks good.
If I bought a bottle of Pappy, I would drink it.
Immediately.
No, I would save it for a special occasion.
There you go. I'm saving for a special occasion.
But I understand.
I don't
that.
know what that occasion is.
I don't
yet.
drink
Yeah.
those high-end bourbons when I'm sitting on the couch by myself, much to your disbelief. Yeah, that's not how this goes down.
Brendan shares his stuff. Like,
No, I know,
he
I
would
know
do
you
it
share,
in-
but there's also a third of the bottle that is consumed watching the late night game.
No, I have Maker's Mark for that, and I have Angel's Envy and Eagle Rare. Those are my go-tos when I want something good.
All right.
Not the Makers. The Makers is the mixer, because I think that's good bourbon.
It is.
And then Eagle Rare and Angel's Envy, I drink all the time. And I drink Jefferson's Ocean. That's like my favorite gimmick bourbon. But those I'll drink by myself. But I don't break out. If you tell me this Blanton's is special, I will drink regular.
Do you know
Blanton's.
Eagle Rare is off the allocated list in Virginia?
What does that mean?
So before some article was written 10 years ago, you could get it all the time. I mean, pallets of it if you wanted it. And then it made some list, and then it became
Hard
a
to
hot
get.
thing to get, became hard to get, and then it became allocated.
So allocated is the stuff they keep. They like only
One
bring
per
in.
customer, and it drives up hype, and people go mad and buy it immediately. It came off the list very recently in Virginia ABC stores.
Well,
So
that's
now you
very
buy
exciting.
multiples.
Yeah, and I don't think word has gotten out yet, so people are still like, oh my God, there's like 12 Eagle Rare. I'll take my one. But,
Yeah.
But in another year, it'll be just it's a great bourbon. It'll be,
It is a great bourbon.
but so is Maker's Mark, honestly. It's fine.
It is.
Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden in a
They're
pinch
totally
is
fine.
fantastic. Hey, Troy, let me ask
I mean,
you something.
Jim Beam's pretty damn tasty too.
Yeah. It's okay.
Better than Jack.
Two different.
They're not. One's bourbon, one's whiskey. But I agree. I think Jack is overrated for what it is. Have we ever had Falcon Smash on the show for a deli?
That's a great question.
I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
I have it under there. I want to have it today.
Oh, snap.
Through the lens of the deli.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
You want to do it tonight?
I'm doing it right now.
Right now? Like as in right now?
Right now.
Okay.
We're breaking out.
I still owe you some Falcon Smash.
You owe me a Falcon Smash from the tap.
Oh, let's see here. I have a text from March 26th. Holy shit. 2024. What's today?
March 26th?
From 2 years ago to this day, we have done Falcon Smash and Baby Falcon. And that was in response to me saying, hey, have we done many Triple Crossing offerings? I'll be driving by in a few.
I don't think I've done Falcon Smash. I think I just told. I understand that I said something, but that doesn't mean that we've actually done it.
Do it again live.
It just means that.
You didn't want my bullshit 2 years ago.
Well, I think we did Baby Falcon. I do believe we did Baby Falcon. Here you go.
Hello, old friend.
It's
I want
weird
to
seeing
put
this in the wild.
I want to put this through the lens of the deli. I want to know. Because I think this is the best.
Wait a minute. You're burying the conclusion.
No, but look,
They've heard us talk about this
we've
a million
had
times.
beers that we've all drank before. The problem is that
We've actually done We've done years of hyping this up as the greatest beer that.
it comes out of Richmond
Yeah.
for IPA wise. So I want to know through the lens, is it really all that?
This is 7.0 ABV. Delivers on balanced hop and yeast character of brighter citrus, orange pine, marmalade, and stone fruit cohesion.
Lame.
It is orange and pine having a baby.
I don't know about that aftertaste.
Our Faithful House IPA brewed with a softer grist of North American two-row and malted wheat, fermented with our expressive house ale yeast and dry hopped with a focus on the Falconer's Flight hop blend. This beer delivers on the balance of brighter citrus, orange pine marmalade, and stone fruit cohesion.
Stone fruit. I don't even know what that tastes like.
Falcon Smash.
Do you think it tastes different tap versus can?
I know it does. I think it's got like a juicier character on tap.
Also, you do, I mean, these hoppy New England style IPAs, you really need the nose while you're drinking. So when you have it in a proper vessel, it does enhance the flavor.
It is a little different through the lens of the deli.
It is.
Like, because now I'm nitpicking. Like, there's the little aftertaste, and I'm like,
Put your nose in there.
what is that? A little weedy.
Doesn't come across like I was expecting it to.
It's a little weedy when you put it in there. Oh, Dave's smelling it as he drinks it to see if it changes the profile.
I think the tough thing about this type of beer is that you're comparing a very recently popular but still niche sector of the beer market to all of the great beers. So it's tough.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're comparing this to what?
Just
Everything.
I mean, IPAs aren't niche. Like that's the
No, but it's a Richmond beer.
and it's, you know, I don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's in a list of like top 20 best New England style IPAs in America, right?
Is it?
I mean, something like that. I mean, it's very well regarded, very well known across the East Coast.
But it's
even.
becoming mass produced. The fact that I can pick this up at the grocery store, and not just here in Richmond, but it's starting to find its way.
I don't know if I would know this as Falcon Smash if I was blind taste testing it right now.
Yeah, you just would know, okay, it's a pretty good example of an IPA.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not. That's why I wanted to put it through the crucible. Even though 2 years ago I told Dave to fuck off.
The only thing that's standing out to me about it today is the clean finish.
Yeah, I was knocking it on the first couple sips because it had this little bit of aftertaste, but the longer that I'm playing with it, the aftertaste is actually like citrusy, and then it becomes a little bit piney, and not necessarily that lingering shitty bitterness that the first sip I had. Now coming from a Miller Lite, I was like, ah.
I always feel it like when I have the first Falcon Smash of the day, I do like the first sip is not as good as the rest of the entire can.
And it happened tonight. Because that first sip, here's the side effect of beta blockers. Always tired.
It's still got that tart, the
citrus tart.
but you can tell it's hoppy, but it doesn't leave that film in your mouth.
No, it doesn't. It's clean.
Yeah.
What it is. For something that's that juicy and that like heavy, and it's a 7%er, so it's an ass kicker.
Well, I'll go first.
Why don't you go first?
I feel like there is, if I think about it, there's a little bit of very recent nostalgia going on with this beer. Because this beer, I mean, it's probably 10 years old now. And when it came out, there were certainly not very many locally that were as good. And it was amazing. And I think it's still amazing, but I think that the secret is out on how to brew these. It's not that difficult once you know how to do it. So I don't think it stands apart from its peers as much as it did 10 years ago.
Okay.
So like when Troy was saying, if I was blindfolded, I'm not sure if I would know that this is actually this beer, because there's a couple of other ones that are pretty strong like it.
Oh, I've had better IPAs.
But I also couldn't name one.
Oh, there was one that Fine Creek did for one season. Something of Dreams. And it was probably one of the greatest things I'd ever tasted. And I was like, holy crap, if that's not the best beer. And they never made it again. I had one the other night. I had the White Ferrari from Vale. I was like, that is a tasty damn beer.
Vale has some home runs.
And I remember the first time I went to Triple Crossing when they first opened. And I went down there and I was like, look at this one trick fucking pony place. Because they only had IPAs. Now they have branched out and now they only have a couple IPAs compared to like all the other things they do. But this is the one that has stood the test of time. I can tell you this, I've had the Baby Falcon. And I usually order that when I go because, 7% is a lot. This is way better than Baby Falcon.
I don't know if it's way.
It's way better.
It's way more flavorful. Well, so if a perfect score is a 5, I had to remind myself that that's a perfect score.
Perfect.
Because I was wavering between two numbers under the lens of the deli. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with what probably would have been predicted before we opened them, and that's a 4.0. This is a great beer, and there are not many that can match it, much less surpass it. But there are a couple.
I think this beer isn't as good as I thought it was going to be in my mind. Of course, obviously, I don't drink anymore.
How many Falcon Smashes would you say you've had in your life?
Dozens.
Okay.
Like when I would
So
go,
you do have a memory of drinking Falcon Smashes.
yeah, but I was getting ready to say it's been at least 4 years.
Yeah.
But like when we like at all the stash bashes, like that's the beer.
Yeah.
Like if I was ever at Triple Crossing, I tried almost everything. That's their best beer. In my opinion, like that's their best beer. So that was always my go-to. But then again, I'm not a big IPA fan, but I was always blown away by that because 1, it was an ass kicker, and 2, it was a great representation of an IPA. So in my head, it's like really high, right? So I was thinking this is going to start with a 4, maybe a 4.5. I don't know if out of the can. I'm thinking out of the can, I'm going to have it at 3.5, and then like a freshly poured pint at the bar would be a 4.
I think it has more juiciness, and maybe it's what Dave's saying is the nose, like just smelling it when you have it in the pint. Oof.
So I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It's above average by a whole point at least. If somebody gave it a 4.5, I can't argue, but it's just maybe it's the nostalgia, but it doesn't bring back what I thought it was going to bring back.
I think it's arguably a 4.5. Arguably. There is something about how clean that citrus note is. It is so damn clean and crisp when you drink it. And it has that juicy vibe without being overly juicy. It's one of the few beers that I can say, with being this overpowering, manages to stay balanced. And that piney aftertaste that turned me off at the beginning in the first sip has completely dissipated, and now is like this welcome note on the back end. I could see how you could argue a 4.5. It's very difficult to do a 5. I don't think we've ever given a beer a 5, ever.
I think 4.5 is probably the highest I've given anything.
I don't even know if I've ever given a 4.5.
Didn't you do Guinness?
I feel like Guinness might have scored.
Guinness is perfect. But I love that beer. I love that beer. I would actually like it if they could maintain all that flavor and just knock it down to like a 6. So I didn't, pee myself. But I love that beer. Even through all of the nitpicking, it's still a 4. I can't go any lower than that.
Yeah.
And I could see a 4.5. It's
Right.
that good.
Yeah, I don't hate non-IPA fans saying it's only a 3.5.
Yeah. And I could argue a 4.5. It's just that there is that hint of aftertaste on the first sip that I'm going to ding it for. But even though it doesn't exist now.
It's funny you say that because my first, like back in 2013 or 14, right when the IPA bandwagon was taking off, and right when people started like Smokey and the Banditing
Yeah.
drinks from other states, I had my first ever Heady Topper, and I had a bunch of local IPAs and people's home brews, and I wasn't a big IPA guy. I was a Miller Lite guy.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of IPAs. I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing here. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. And I started to go that way, and 8 months in or whatever, someone brought like 2-day-old canned Heady Topper, and we were at the YMCA guides. Do you know what I'm talking about? The camp where you take your kid.
Yeah.
Which really is just dads getting wasted and handing knives and matches to their kids. And
Yeah.
like, go have fun. So yeah, someone brought a load of that, and I had and unlike this beer, the first sip, it opened my eyes. I'm like, oh my gosh, what? This is amazing.
Had you heard all the hype about that beer and how hard it was to get and all? Like,
I had heard for like a week. I had heard about it, but it wasn't in my brain. It wasn't this. It wasn't the legendary thing that it actually was. So I'm like, all right.
So it's pretty truthful taste tester.
Yeah,
you
because
had
at the same event, there was this brewery down in North Carolina. I can't remember the name of it, but the beer was Hop, Drop, and Roll, and you could get it. It didn't sell out. I mean, it sold well, but it wouldn't sell out in a minute at the brewery. But they weren't even distributing it, and that had made some noise, and someone had brought some back, and we had that. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And
North Carolina breweries are tough.
But have you had the Hop, Drop, and Roll?
No, I'm saying it's very difficult to find a North Carolina brewery that stands out. So I would love to try it. That's all I'm saying.
And but Heady Topper just blew me away. And then funny thing is, like 5 years later, after having friends stand in line and pay money and do all this stuff for people to transport stuff, and I was kind of getting over that, I had Hop, Drop, and Roll again, and I was like, this beer is average. And then I had Heady Topper again, fresh. I'm like, this beer is amazing. So it did stand the test.
I remember liking Heady Topper when Mike brought it in, but I also had been.
I think we were Pliny guys though.
Well,
because remember we put
Yeah,
East
yeah,
Coast,
yeah.
West Coast.
but I'd heard the legend of both those, so I was just like kind of amped up to try both of them.
Me too. And I think
I'm showing you the Hop, Drop, and Roll's Noda Brewery out of Charlotte.
I don't know them. But definitely try it. Heard it's average.
Depends on where you are on the spectrum of tasting.
You could have just left it at that. Just depends where you are on the
Just
spectrum.
the spectrum.
Dude, my sister has just fulfilled a lifelong dream.
Yeah, that's a lead in right there.
She buy a Miata?
Kinda. She has been, since we were little kids, there was a Disney movie. Now, this is not an animated movie. This was almost like a documentary that Disney had released. And it was called
Song of the South.
No, it's called Lobo.
L-O-B-O? L-O-W-B-O?
Lobo.
Okay.
Never even
It's like
heard of it.
The Legend of Lobo. I think it was.
It's a documentary?
It's not a documentary, but it's more like it's like a nature show.
Yeah.
So it's not like they had an actor. They were following this fucking wolf around.
Okay.
And
So Lobo was the wolf.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Like seeing him
do
meet
all
other
the things he
wolves
does.
and
That is
join a
a-
pack.
It's a
and-
1962 documentary.
Nice.
There it is. And it changed her life when we were little kids. And she would sing the song and like do the stuff. And it was like, she loved Lobo. And then she would like, when she was a little kid, she was like,
Did that turn her on to like the nature? Because I mean, she lives out in the wilderness.
Oh, it really started to.
Yeah.
It was a seed that was planted when she was probably like 6 years old. She saw this Lobo thing and was like, that's what's up.
What's the age difference between you and your sister?
4 years
She's older?
younger.
Oh, interesting. She got old-ass documentaries.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were raised with a lot of old ass documentaries.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
62 to 80.
yeah, that's a, and like
it's
that's
barely in color.
that's a niche documentary. Like
I don't even remember it being in color.
I think, based on the internets, I think it was in color.
Well, it wasn't
But in
good
the same color as like that most famous Bigfoot photo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same color as the desert.
the same color as all the shows were like that weren't cartoons in the on your 25-inch Zenith.
Yeah.
Like where like everything was fuzzy and muted.
Yeah. So she saw this show Lobo.
Yeah, imagine a 1962 like documentary in the woods where it's like gray, wolf, brown, and green. Like it's just one,
And it's like a desert wolf. So it's not even. So like
it's not in a forest.
It's,
yeah.
it's actually how I watch 4K without my glasses on.
Yeah.
effective. It's how I see the world.
Who is it? The New Mexico. There's a college that's the Lobos.
The Lobos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a famous name for a wolf.
Yeah, a desert wolf, not
Yeah.
like a timber wolf or something.
Correct. So from the time she was a kid, she was like, there was a little stage in her life where she was like 7 where she's like, I'm a wolf. She was like howl and shit.
She was a furry before it was cool.
yeah, way before it was cool.
She'd get kicked out of some elementary schools out in the rural parts.
Yeah.
Possibly. Or advanced into the gifted
I was gonna
class.
say, yeah.
Not in the rural parts.
In the urban parts of
in
the
the
world,
urban
she'd
parts.
be a hero.
Yep.
So that started her on a journey. And she's always talked about she wants a wolf. She wants a wolf.
Uh-oh.
And she has been dying to get her hands on a wolf. For years now, she's known this wolf breeder out in
What
Montana.
the fuck?
And
What
wolves-
state does your sister live in?
Montana.
Okay. All right, that's all right.
This isn't
Starting to
like,
make sense.
These aren't purebred wolves.
So usually you get wolves that are
Oh,
like
no.
half wolf,
Yeah.
half dog.
Some wolves come in and banged out your whatever dog you have
Your
at your house.
Maltese.
And even those motherfuckers are not great pets.
Yeah.
Now she's got her hand on a wolf. We're talking like 90% wolf. Like if there's any like
90%. That's an odd number.
Yeah, what 10%?
So that means
isn't wolf?
a wolf banged a domesticated dog, and then
A wolf
another
banged
wolf
it.
banged that puppy.
I'm just saying a
and then
lot of the-
another wolf banged
Yeah.
that puppy.
a lot of the wolves in the wild have some level of a little bit of dog gun in there. Things happen.
So basically, it's
It's a wolf.
It's the converse of your Frenchie.
Yeah.
Your Frenchie has about this much
In fact,
wolf in it, and her dog has about
This
that
much dog in it.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
dog has like 90% Play-Doh in it.
Ace, the most popular dog in America. And you know what the least popular dog in America is?
A wolf.
A fucking wolf.
Yeah.
A lion.
Yeah. Hey, so they have a hard time breeding these things because, they're wolves.
Oh, by the way, it was in 3.83.
Oh, ring the bell for that Falcon smack.
Yeah. I think that's a solid.
That's a good score. That's a solid score.
I still stand by my statement of we have big cats. Why don't we have any big dogs? Like 500-pound dogs. Imagine running across a fucking wild dog in the woods.
I have always wanted a big cat. Like a big cat. The problem is
They'll murder you.
they'll kill you.
Yes.
You've always wanted one?
I've always thought to myself, if the cat was just like 3 times the size of a normal cat, that's a rad cat.
Why?
That would murder you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that would be a cat where I would have to agree with declawing.
That's even worse. Like, what the fuck what's
I'm
going
taking
on
the
here?
claws out of a cat that size. I don't give a shit. I don't want it gutting me because we're playing. Laying on the couch watching a movie, petting it, decides it's done being pet, and just swipes me
Or
and
it
I
just
die.
walks by you and swipes you. You don't
What
even know
are
it's
the
coming.
features of a dog-sized cat that attract you to more than just owning a dog?
Because cats are way cooler killers.
But you're going to fucking take away 80% of its killing capabilities.
I'd like to take away 100%. I'd like to put little dentures in its fucking mouth that don't have any sharp points, remove its claws.
That's like
Cats
you want to watch Mike Tyson with his hands tied behind his back. Like, oh, look at that guy.
I still watch Mike Tyson at 90.
Cats are just straight killing machines.
They're awesome.
They're bred
sleek.
for killing.
Man, they're awesome.
Can you appreciate them? I mean, a giant cat. Can you just appreciate them in a documentary?
Yes, that's how I operate.
Yes, but if I could get a domesticated giant cat,
Get a Maine Coon.
Dude, if this
Maine Coons they're not big enough.
They're
And
pretty big.
They're
Troy.
shitty.
I used to think, what the fuck is Mike Tyson doing owning 3 tigers
Yeah.
or lions?
Yeah,
Now I'm like, don't let Brendan win the lottery.
exactly.
This motherfucker's
How
gonna
are you
have...
saying a Maine Coon shitty when you have a deaf fucking Frenchie, dude? A
We
Maine
had-
Coon is cooler than that fucking dog all
When
day.
I first met my wife, she had a Maine Coon, and that cat hated me and was a real piece of
Same
shit.
with my wife.
So I do not like Maine Coons.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a fucking beautiful cat.
It's a cat they can't hear because it's got fucking tufts in its ear.
Is it like partially
It's just a
wild?
bigger cat. No,
It
but
looks
it's a
like
piece of shit.
it looks like it's a wild cat.
But like a serval, you get your hands on
Yeah.
a serval. I'd like to get an ocelot, but they're kind of killers. The serval's the way to go.
It's known as the gentle giant.
They're big. They're big ass cats. My wife had one, and when I met her, and then we got a second one. The one that when I met her, he hated me.
That's
He
how the Maine Coon was in
because
my
it
house.
was like I was in his territory.
That's right. That's exactly
the
how I
second
was
one was
treated.
fine because we got together, but the first one, I would walk by that thing and it just cut me. It just reach out and
Jesus.
swipe me.
Same story.
According to the
crazy.
internets, in 2023, the average price of a Maine Coon was $1,800 to $2,500
Yeah.
for a fucking cat. You can
that
get
adds
them
up.
free at fucking 7-Eleven
Yeah.
around back.
Yeah, you can.
The my wife's cat. I watched that thing when we were dating. I came home and dropped my gym bag down. It looked at me, jumped in the gym bag, pissed in the gym bag, fucking ran away.
Whenever my wife would drive it in my car, it would piss.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you can't drive the cat in my car. It smells me and goes, oh, don't mind if I do.
Dude.
They're horrible cats. But my sister got a wolf. She's been waiting.
R.I.P. Brendan's sister.
She's been waiting for years.
So
This is a bad
What are
idea.
the circumstances of her obtaining a wolf?
So
Is
she's
it legal?
in
Yeah,
Montana.
Montana.
Yeah, everything's a little loosey-goosey in Montana.
It's not legal, but it's not illegal.
There's like 89 citizens in Montana. They're not going to
Yeah,
tattle
yeah.
on you for your wolf.
So I was in Italy a couple years ago, and I went into this one bar. I think I told you guys about this, where they had a wolf tied up to a chain inside the bar.
Awesome.
And
Not.
we walked in there, and I was like, dude, there's a wolf. And they're like, do not look it in its eyes. And I was like, okay.
That chain is not very strong.
So my wife walks in and looks at it and goes, oh, and stares it in its eyes. And this thing's like, brrr, starts growling right away, starts coming up. I was like, baby, back up. And the guy's like, do not look it in its eyes. Like, they couldn't get this thing under control.
Why the fuck would you bring something into your business that you can't look into its eyes?
Yeah, that's
This was the weirdest bar I've ever seen. Is
this the one with the two guys wearing suits that were giving you life
No, that's
advice?
Amsterdam.
Oh.
No, this bar is literally half the size of the Pallet House
With a giant...
with a wolf
in it.
tied to a table and then a little bar, and they serve to-go drinks. So you go in, you order your drinks, and you get the fuck out. You could sit outside on the canal. They had
What part of
tables.
Italy? What I'm getting at is probably an urban area, right?
Yeah.
How mean to have a fucking wild animal chained up in a tiny, 20 by 10 foot room,
Look.
and then return to your city apartment.
It's that mentality is precisely why we went to World War II against the Italians. Because we couldn't believe they were tying wolves up to little to-go bars. And we went in and we liberated those wolves, but it didn't stick.
so.
So my
Is it a
sister-
male wolf?
Yes. Name's Clovis.
Not Lobo. I mean, she totally fucking dropped the ball here.
Oh, I was like, so your name is Lobo? And she's like, I can't. I just can't.
Nothing can compare with the original.
But it's for years she's been talking about, yeah, I know this breeder, and this breeder finally had one and was like, hey, this one's yours. You got like second choice of the litter if there's at least two.
Don't want to ask how much a wolf costs.
Costs more than a Frenchie, I'm sure.
Did she name it after one of the king of the Franks or California town? What's up with that name?
So Clovis was one of the Franken king, but it's also like an arrowhead, like a weapon as well,
Okay.
like a Clovis.
It's also a culture.
Is it like a puppy?
Dude,
Do you have a picture of it?
I do. They have to remove the wolf from its mother
So the mother doesn't kill it?
at 3 weeks. So you know how like you can't get a dog till like
12, 16
Yeah.
weeks.
they have to remove the wolf from the mother at 3 weeks for the wolf to have any chance
Of not killing you.
of assuming that you're the alpha, that you're the person that like will
Oh.
take care of it. So it imprints on you.
Dude, I have a dog that was with its mother for a couple of months, and that dog is the alpha. And it's fucking 7 pounds. How much does this wolf weigh full grown?
Yeah, does she have any idea how big it's going to get?
I've seen its father, and it's a scary son of a bitch. Yes.
Does your sister have life insurance?
So now she will not be, not that she travels a lot, but like now she will not be able to travel anywhere ever.
Yeah. And she's going to chain it in the corner and say, "Don't look in its eyes."
It's cute.
Here's
cute
a
damn
picture.
dog.
Well, of course. It's a
It's a
fucking...
puppy.
Jesus Christ. A baby alligator is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. That's always been my joke about kids. Like, they're cute 'cause you wouldn't keep them around. Something that shits and whines nonstop. You'd be like, get out of here, you ugly bastard. Same with puppies, really. I mean, like, they're a fucking pain in the ass. when
Yeah,
they're
but
that little.
puppies are pretty good to go within 5 months.
Yeah.
Brendan's showing me this photo. Yeah, it's adorable because it only weighs 30 pounds and it's newborn. That thing's going to be like 180 pounds.
So my sister reaches out to me the other day, and she's like, hey, when you got Wrigley and Colby, how young were they?
Oh, my
I was like-
God.
I was like, they're like 8 weeks
She
old.
didn't do her research either.
No, she did. She goes, how often did they growl at you? And I was like,
Never.
they never did. They went,
Growl.
yeah.
There's different levels of growl. Too.
Yeah.
She was
There's
like-
like, I want to play growl, and there's, I'm going to fucking kill you.
She says every time she comes in the room, that motherfucker starts growling at her.
She needs to feed it treats better.
Like, this is sketchy.
Did she get any, like,
And the motherfucker-
how to raise a wolf? Like,
Oh yeah, she's been practicing her whole life for this moment. But when you
Doesn't
get
sound like it.
when you get in the
She's
moment,
been giving like little bits of meth to some of the locals, practicing for the wolf.
it's crazy. It growls at her all the time. It howls.
yeah.
It's doing little like baby howls. Like, "Arr, arr." I've actually got video of it howling at like 4 weeks old. Just like, where is my pet?
Let's get videos of it growling. I want to see that.
yeah.
A little fucking 4-month-old baby going, fuck you, I want to fucking kill
No,
you.
he's like at 8 weeks now. She's had it
Same
for-
thing.
I mean, this is a
Text her right now. Say, we want to see photos. We want to see video of her growling.
This is not good. Like,
no. This is sketchy.
yes.
Like I genuinely am like a little concerned because
This is like, my daughter always wanted a meth head as a pet.
Yeah.
And now that she's 45, she's decided now's the right time to do that.
she finally got one.
Yeah.
How many people died domesticating wolves? Like the first ones?
That is crazy. Like, who looks at that and it's like, you know what? You know what's a good idea? One day, that dog will sit in my lap
Yeah.
and lick my face.
But imagine if she does get it to be like a
She's
cool
not
ass-
going to get...
Dude, she lives by herself in Montana.
It's
What's better than
it's
having a
growling
wolf?
at her every time she walks in the room at 4 weeks old.
Wait till the motherfucker comes in that's not her.
Right. Your sister is
Here's the
not going to
problem.
date anyone.
Here's the problem with a dog like
Things are
that.
looking up.
Here's the problem with a dog like that. Like, it could be laying in your lap, licking your face.
And then it rips your
And then
face
it,
off.
yeah, and then it bites your entire head off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But it's awesome.
Dude,
Also,
that
you're-
lab I had, that lab mutt, Sydney, people would be like, oh, and the dog was great. I think I heard the dog bark in 10 years 4 times. Never was aggressive at all. And people be like, oh, can I pet your dog? I'm like, you can pet the dog, but it's still a dog. I don't know what the damn dog's going to do.
That's the craziest thing. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's nice, but it's a dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I wouldn't put your face down there.
If it's a wolf,
Right. Joy had a friend in college.
can I pet
that-
your wolf?
no, you cannot.
Joy had a friend that 10 years after she graduated college, so she was probably like early 30s, was dating a guy who had some sort of large, powerful dog. She'd been dating this guy for like 8 months, like spent plenty of time in the apartment, went on walks with this dog, everything. And 8 months later, she's just a normal day. She's heading out and she kisses her boyfriend goodbye and then bends over to kiss the dog and say goodbye, whatever the fuck your name is. And that dog latched onto her face and wouldn't let go. And she had to have reconstructive surgery.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking domesticated dog.
Yeah.
This is a wolf.
Dude, my dog still, my little 20-pound terrier mix, like, if it's chewing something, I walk and my kids walk by, it growls at it.
Yeah.
And it'll snap at you, and it won't bite you, but it'll snap at you. And then sometimes when I come to bed after my wife's already in bed, if I like if I move differently around the bed, he'll like bark and
Yeah.
snap at me.
My
just like to
10-pound
protect.
dog
Yeah.
loves my wife more than anyone in the world.
Yes.
And everyone is in second place, which is way far
Yeah.
below. And that dog has bitten my like hand.
Yeah.
But he's so small.
Doesn't do any damage.
I think it might do some nerve damage, but it doesn't puncture the skin. Mm-hmm. But a fucking wolf?
I'm with you. I was putting.
Were you like, congratulations? Or were you like, is there a refund policy?
Well, when it's a lifelong dream and somebody.
A lifelong dream.
But I'm excited
lifelong
for it.
dream to set myself on fire.
Yeah.
Well, then do it.
No, you should say don't do it.
Yeah.
No, see, I encourage people to chase their dreams. This is what I do.
But you also understand that if you, for example, were to have a stroke, the stress it would put everyone around
Ironic.
you under. So what if she gets fucking her
Mauled to death.
mauled to life?
Yeah.
That's what you don't want.
Right.
Maul me to death.
Right.
No, that would be worst case scenario for someone who lives in the middle of nowhere by themselves. You just get slightly mauled, and then you die a slow death.
Yeah, no one wants.
Or
that.
someone finds you and you're incapacitated for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because they found you and saved you, but you were without oxygen.
But you'll have a service wolf.
No, the wolf will be put down.
No shit. Yeah, immediately.
Good luck putting a wolf down. No one's ever done it.
No.
Actually, I think that's why they started going extinct.
Right. I think you're making
We
shit
got
up.
pretty good at putting them down.
Yeah, shoot on sight.
Most people do.
Yeah.
She feeds it on sight. Look, it's happening. We're 8
Keep
weeks
us in the loop.
I'm fired up to see how this. That is an adorable wolf that is not imprinting. It is growling and it is howling. It's doing wolf shit.
I don't think domestication of dogs took one generation.
No.
Like women.
Yeah.
Do you think that took one generation?
That's what I'm saying. Women have been, quote unquote, domesticated for thousands of years and we can't control them. And your sister's like, I'm going to control a wolf after 4 weeks.
She's got a shot.
And by the way, before I get yelled at by my wife, men have been domesticated for thousands of years and blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Solid back up there.
Eve bit the apple.
Hey, look, we're doing a double. It's been plenty of time.
That's true.
But before
Let's wrap it up.
we end this episode, did we even finish your health saga? Or are you just happy that your testosterone might be raised?
That's all he's focused on.
No. I'm genuinely concerned that this could end poorly for me, and I need to figure this out. I'm a little.
Your constant worry is good for your blood pressure.
That's a big part
Hey.
of my problem.
If I worry harder, my veins in my forearm
right.
will return.
It's a give and take.
Let me bet $10,000 on this next game.
Wipe his drool and compliment his veins.
Is the blood pressure medicine half full or half empty?
Can we get Daddy a wolf?
Just so we can finish him.
Yeah, he's just lying there drooling.
Oh my gosh, that's okay. So check it out. If I stroke out and I am like a vegetable,
Get a
take
wolf.
me to visit my sister.
Yeah.
No, you should start heroin.
I don't want to start heroin.
It'd be cheaper than taking you all the way to Montana. I can tell you
true.
that.
That's true, especially as an invalid.
He's not going to know. We'll get him addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
I don't want to be addicted to heroin. Make it a one-time
be
thing.
long.
Make it a one-time situation.
Sid-
You want to
Sid
enjoy the
Vicious.
first ride.
I do. Oh yeah. You're right.
That's the heroin pact. You get a few good rides.
Yeah. Your teeth will probably be gone anyway.
Look, I don't want to do. Let's not stroke out. Let's take the medicine for now. I got to figure out something else to fix in my life. But apparently, I've done.
Fix your sister.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what this is. All this worry's been about.
The wolf that's going to murder her.
Yeah, maybe that's what's happening. I have to call my sister and be like, "Look, ever since you got this wolf, my blood pressure's out of fucking
Right.
control."
I'm gonna die. My friends, while I'm drinking, are very worried about me.
Yeah, I had 17 beers last night. I was so freaked out.
Actually, call her drunk. That will go over real well.
Oh, I used that blood pressure thing, and I had 2 mimosas at brunch, and then I took my blood pressure, and it went way down, and I was like, "Oh, so this is what I
Alcohol's
need."
good for me.
Actually, what I have learned,
I always forget that I'm
I
on
do feel
nicotine
like-
when I go in there.
Brendan and alcohol is Popeye and spinach.
Yeah.
it's horrible. So here's what I've learned: when I'm drinking, my blood pressure goes down. When I'm hungover, it goes up.
Yeah.
So don't stop drinking.
You have to stay drunk,
idiot.
It's the only
What
way
would
to
you
reel it
call
in.
that? What would like a doctor call that if you needed
Alcoholism.
if you needed to have something all the time?
The ism.
The
Self-awareness.
Yeah. Knowing
think-
know thyself.
Know thyself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've actually started cutting back.
It's
on
like
the Zins.
Michael Irvin with cocaine.
Yeah.
Superman.
He was way better at sports on cocaine.
Yeah.
Won't lie.
That fucking wolf's gonna
Or
Get
Mike
back.
Singletary on nitrous oxide.
Walter Payton.
Oh, I thought it was all the Bears.
Well, yeah, but Walter was the guy.
Ah, gotcha.
That was the guy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. If you've got a wolf and got any pro tips, do us a favor. Reach out to us at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. Tell us how to domesticate a wolf or what the best way to get a wolf to imprint on you so it doesn't kill somebody.
and don't come at us with the it's gonna take generations and all that bullshit. We need a 6 to 8 week fix here.
We need a
Yeah.
6 to 8 hour fix.
This is an immediate concern. Fix the glitch, people.
This episode will come out in 4 days.
I don't want my sister to get hurt.
Too late.
If you need eye protection and you prefer it to be polarized, head over to nectarsunglasses.com.
Wolf proof.
Drop ITPH in the coupon code.
Barely a scratch on these nectars.
Hey,
And you'll get
Nectar
20%
has
off.
a lifetime warranty.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wolf warranty
Included.
included in the price.
If you've got a wolf and now you decide you need a bigger house and you happen to live in Virginia or Georgia, head over to screendoormortgage.com.
I don't think you can say that.
it's a need for a bigger house. I didn't talk about any of the things.
I don't think you can talk about wolves.
You know what?
When your sister
Don't
moves
you
here,
talk,
you're going to need
Dave.
a bigger house.
You're not allowed
with
to
a
talk.
ramp in it.
It's going to have 2 ramps.
Oh, a roll-in shower.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's going to be 2 of us. You got to have 2 ramps in case we both want to go somewhere.
that's right.
Kill.
But you know where to go. Screen Door Mortgage. You'll be fine. Stu will sell you something. Boom, boom. Win-win.
Yeah. If you need a house, reach out to insidethepowderhouse@gmail.com. Stu will find you a house with all the ramps. If you haven't Cincinnati swapped your buddies, please do so. It's real easy. Just grab their phone, sign them up for Inside the Pallet House podcast. Just hit subscribe. Boom. It's that easy.
This episode's way too long.
For a double?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll talk next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think? What? Oh, the ice machine.
It's killing me.
I'm honestly
Death.
worried about your sister.
I am too. I didn't bring
Like,
it up. Didn't bring
A
it
lot
up
of
for
jokes
shits
were
and
made,
giggles.
but like I don't want her to get hurt.
Neither do I. I want her to have a successful wolf dream lived
No,
out.
there's no such thing.
Yeah.
Lobo, Lobo, Lobo,
I guess the
Lobo.
breeder's done something, right?
I am not making a joke about your sister.
Thanks.